Good morning, Kelly. How you doing? Trying to get the music on here so we can have something in the background. But it's not necessary, is it? Yeah, the echo of YouTube, right? Well, welcome to another Slowdown Sunday. If I could get the relaxing music in the background, we'd all have it made, right? But it is what it is. We can always imagine. Oh, this silly thing. You would think I know how to turn off my notifications. Okay, for those of you who may not know, I happen to be in the United States, and this is the weekend where they do that wonderful time change that we all know and love. The daylight savings times returns to regular, quote unquote, normal time to the previous time, and it tends to set everyone back a bit. It can be very disconcerting, yeah. Because when you go to bed, you're supposed to set your clocks either ahead or back. In the spring, it's spring ahead 1 hour for whatever time zone is participating in this folly. And in the fall, this morning, we're supposed to fall back the 1 hour that we jumped in spring. Now, there is an Indian saying somewhere. I read that it's only a certain type of person who would believe that by cutting the one end off the blanket and adding it to the other would make any difference, right? Because it's still the same amount of time. But I think one of the main ideas about the daylight savings time was that it was during an agricultural time. So it was a matter of the more daylight hours we have to work with, the better we can harvest our crop. And they would do those times anyway. It's not like the agricultural folks are not going to get up and do the chores that need to get up and be done and stay up until they complete them, correct? So why do we have to change clocks and as a country, city, state, county, whatever, agree to changing the times? Because your body's circadian rhythm is still going to make you know that you're supposed to go to sleep at this time. It's going to wake you up at that time, regardless of what the clock says. This is how we're made. Hey, good morning, Cement Shoes. Kelly, I'm really glad to see you here because I know it's been a minute. And Cement Shoes, I'm always glad to see you in my chat as well. Hope you guys are doing really well. As you can see, I'm just waking up to a time change in these here United States of America. And I'm having a slow morning. But I do have my coffee because it's not morning without coffee. And hope you guys are enjoying the morning where you are, whatever time it may be. Take a minute to take a deep breath and let it out. And just kind of ground yourself. Then another. And let it out. And a third. Because third time's a charm. I think I always do the breath, the cleansing breaths, the deep breaths in threes. And a friend asked me about that over the weekend. I said, why do you always do the three? Because the first one is for you. The second one is like for your mind. And the third is to just confirm that you're good, that you're connected, that you're present. And this friend offered as how, well, maybe one's for the higher power, one's for the spirit, and one's for the sun. the intervener. I went, whatever helps you. And if it made sense, it made sense. But whatever helps you, you know, I'm 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 going to do my best to never make you wrong. Okay, that's not what I'm here about. I do believe that everybody has a different way of looking at things, that we all have different ways of receiving information and sharing information, and we come from our own background, our own culture, our own way of seeing things, and it may not always be the same as the person we're communicating with. So there are times when I just go, okay, can you help me understand what it is you're seeing or why you disagree with that or if whatever. But I have learned for myself, communication is really big. And if if I am not in a place where I can communicate, I need to say that as well, because there are just times, you guys know, there are just times when life gets to be a bit too much. And the situation at that time gets to be just a bit too much. I've got things blinking and going off here, and I don't know what that would be. But oh, there, I said it. I did the but oh my goodness, guys. I've been trying to become more and more aware of the yeah, and but so I'm really trying to get better at that. Truly I am. And Cement Shoes is saying there are definitely positive and negative forces in the universe and in life. Many ways to look at the negative thing, to navigate things positively. Let me just put that up on the screen so I can read it clearly. I'm so sorry I butchered it. Let's see. Go over and over here. There are definitely positive and negative forces in the universe and in life. Many ways to look at it to navigate things positively. Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. And thank you for sharing, because I'm not sure if what I'm saying is important enough for people to respond to, but I know that I am compelled to share information, to share what I've learned, to help people see things in a different light, and my way is not necessarily the right way for you. It's not necessarily the right way, but it works for me. And if it saves you from going through some crisis or helps you go through some crisis with a little bit more ease, then take what you hear, take what resonates, what makes sense to you, and run with it. Let's see. Get a jar, like a swear jar, put a quarter in it every time you that would work. Like, yeah, no, because I don't carry cash. I don't have quarters. That would mean I'd have to go out. I would have to go outside my door and actually like go to somewhere where I could get change. No, I'm being silly, but thank you. Pardon me. We did a type of swear jar for my kids when they were growing up, because instead of saying huh or yeah when I called their names, I wanted them to at least look at me and acknowledge I had said something, and instead of saying huh, anytime they said huh, was it huh? There was one word. I can't even figure out which word it was now, but I gave them X number of beads because it's what I had for the week and or for the day. Details are not important here, but they exchanged one thing for another, and as they accumulated these beads through the week by not saying or by doing correctly, therefore not being penalized by having to give up whatever the bead or rock was, at the end of the week they counted them out and they got something special. So, and it wasn't necessarily material. Maybe it was like they get to bake the cookies with me that weekend, or they get to drive with me somewhere, But that's a great idea, the swear jar. Good morning, Catlin. Glad you made it. Put an IOU, right? there would be lots and lots of little teeny papers say I owe you, and then I would put a big hug. I owe you a big hug, or I owe you yeah, whatever, a cup of coffee, because coffee is life. Spice is life. Well, I was going to do another guided meditation, but I've not received any kind of feedback on the ones I've been doing, so I figured I'd chit chat for a little while. If that's okay with you guys. I did want to bring up again that I have a friend who has written this incredible book, The Heretic's Devotional, and basically it's her journey from, how can I say this, from organized religions and churches into finding her own path, and how she is flourishing along that path. And it has some of the poems in it. And if Miss Beth is watching, I would love for you to come on and say something, because I truly, I've read this several times now, and some of the things that she's written here are incredible. I mean, because it's her story, it's an incredible story because she's still here and she was able to write this. And then she led she facilitated a workshop at one of the campouts I went to, which is where I found the book. But again, I was talking with another creator about their basic beliefs and trying to help myself understand how it is that they came to that belief system and what it holds in place for them and what it's holding together for them and how they reach for it in time of need or in time of plenty. Or I don't know if this is making sense to you guys, because it got real deep, and that's not usually what I do, but maybe it's time. Why do you believe what you believe, and how does it help you through your day, through your year, through your life? What does it take to shake up that belief or make you doubt it? What happens in your life that cements that, no pun intended, cements that belief within you and helps you to hang on to it, even if only by a thread? Yeah, these were the late night musings. Oh my goodness. And it really made me stop and think about a lot of the things that I've experienced through the life I've been here and the life I've led in the different organized religious groups that I've been a part of, or at least observed. I don't know that I've actually been a part of them. But there's a lot of people out there that believe differently than a lot of other people. And sometimes their lives seem magically wonderful. But when you stop and look behind the curtain, the sacrifices they needed to make to put that plastic mask on and make it appear that everything's wonderful, yeah, it's not usually worth it. And there are just times when okay, during this discussion, I asked, well, what makes you, what helps you to know that this is your truth? What helps you to know that this is the way that it happened and this is the way that you're supposed to live? And the answer was because it makes me feel good. I'm not knocking that. But let's talk about feelings for a minute. How feelings can be so false. They can be so knee-jerk. They can be so reactive. And I mean, all well and good. If this helps you move forward in your daily life, yay. Because that's all I really want for you guys. I want you to be able to move forward in your daily life with some kind of hope, with some kind of positivity that it's all going to turn out okay. It's really going to be all right in the end. That there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it is not the oncoming train, but it is truly an answer. It is truly the end of your dilemma or the chaos that's happening in your life. I've been rambling here for a minute. Let me get back to chat. How you guys doing over there? I'm so sorry. Just kind of ran away with it. But that's what Sundays are for me. It's time for me to get slower and relax and sip coffee, get in touch with you guys just for a half hour. I'll ramble on so you can listen to the ASMR. Not that I believe my voice is anything different or wonderful or soothing, but I know some people get some pleasure out of hearing the dulcet tones of Rosalang. It's a little gravelly this morning. Thank you so much, Shoes. That's what I aim for. That's what I aim for, the calm, chill atmosphere. And I actually was going to try and do the live from outside because it's that cold, crisp autumn morning here. And yeah, it was a little too cold for my bare feet. So I came in to get shoes, and then I realized, oh, you're supposed to be live in 10 minutes. Okay, well, so much for going outside. But autumn is happening out there. And just outside my door, I'm going to try and do a little video, very short video of outside because it's so peaceful. You're used to your own voice, but I think you have the dulcet tones of a radio broadcaster. And next on NPR, right? I used to dream of doing that, but you know, you got to know somebody to get, you got to want it bad enough, okay? Here's the thing, guys. You got to, what I've learned in my life is you have to want something bad enough or want it with such tenacity that you're willing to do anything to get it done. Yeah, that's not me. That's not this girl. There are very little things that I've thrown myself into with passion since having a special needs child. That's where I throw myself in with passion to make sure the doctors and the nurses and specialists and whoever's life touches his when he was young and growing up. That's where my tenacity went, and that's where my passion went. So at this point, I'm like, I don't want to have to try anymore. You know, it's I get to okay, who plays solitaire on your electronic devices? It gets too hard, I shut the game off. It's a game. You don't have to finish, right? Supposed to go somewhere with a friend yesterday, and I'm like, why? I don't want to. I have to get dressed. I have to put on clothes and go. You know, things are getting overwhelmed. The small things are overwhelming me, and I don't even want to try anymore. Is that making sense to you guys? Do you find yourselves in that position where there was a dream? I had a dream, mama, a wonderful dream once upon a time, and little by little I let it go, like the way the clouds dissolve in the sky. You just kind of let it go, and you start thinking smaller and smaller and smaller until you just don't want to reach anymore. Just make it through the day. I get you. I do. Thank you, guys. Connecticut. God, oh God, Mr. French used to take the kids to Connecticut. God, what show is that? Oh my gosh. Mrs. Beasley was the doll. Mr. French was the butler. You guys, help me out here. When the little girl was Buffy, I don't remember the little boy, but he was redhead. Brian Dennehy? Was that who was? No. Yeah. Oh my God, why can't I think of this show? You guys. Connecticut. Yeah, it's pretty cold over here. You would be excellent at reading books on tape. Thanks, Cement Shoes. I just don't know how to get into that niche. I think that would be lovely. I would love to be able to make money at that, so I could retire from actually having to leave the house. Oh my goodness. That's how I am. I don't want to go anywhere. Yes. Yeah, right. Okay, you don't remember the name, but you remember the show. They lived with Uncle. Oh, I can't even remember. Oh, Cement Shoes. Do you remember? Oh, it was an old show. Now I'm gonna have to look for it. This is crazy, you guys. Yeah, it was one of those sitcoms that came on in the evening. Let's see if I can look up Mr. French. Was it Family Affair? Oh my God. Mr. French was played by Charles Sebastian Cabot. The Family Affair. Oh my gosh, it was. With Buffy Davis and Jody Davis, who were actually brother and sister. Oh my God, guys, I'm going so far back. When was this? Let's see. Oh, see, this is a rabbit hole. This is how it happens. This is how it happens. Okay, guys. No wonder you haven't heard of it. 1966 through 1971. An engineer living in a large apartment in New York with his valet. I think his niece and nephew are orphaned, and they come to live with him because that's the way things were done back then. But oh my gosh. How funny is that? Well, yeah. So Kenny Kit. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I got it, Kelly. It was a family affair, and I found the information here. Copy, paste. Let's see if that'll go. There you go. Yeah. Okay, let's be real dorky here. I'm gonna share screen if I can remember how to do that. Let's see. Share screen. Boom. This one, okay, with Mr. French and Buffy and Jody, and I can't remember what his name was. Brian Keith. Okay, so we have Brian Keith, Sebastian Cabot, Kathy Garver, Anissa Jones, and Johnny Whitaker. Oh, I don't know if that's correct. I don't know, but I know this is Sebastian Cabot, and I know this is Brian Keith. But yeah, my gosh, wasn't that a long time? Oh, thanks, Fanta. Let me get rid of that now. Thanks, Fanta. I'm glad. Thanks for being here. And you kind of remember it reruns, yeah. Because I'm old. Very old. Ever so much older than 20 Peter from Peter Pan. I have a lot of movies going on in my head this morning, so just play along. Play along for a little bit. I don't know if I've showed this mug before. A friend made this. There's a lot of detailing towards the bottom. Made this, fired it, painted it, hated it. I said, oh my God, don't you see the perfection in the imperfection? This is amazing. So yeah, coffee and a little one today because I was going to be outside. As I started to say earlier, I was going to be outside videotaping from the lanai. We call it a front porch out here. But yeah. So let's see. Fanta's here. Hey, Phantasmagorical. Yep. Vanta's going to have an unboxing soon, maybe. Maybe not. Let's see if it works. But I've just wasted 30 minutes of your day. Thank you for being here. I feel like I really hope you have a good day. I hope you've enjoyed my ramblings this morning or evening, afternoon. It's kind of morning here. You can tell by the sun coming through the blinds. And I've got some sewing projects I need to move on to. I've got some wonderful things planned for today. I hope you guys have a great week. Oh, listen, that's my cue to go. The neighbors have started arguing for their Sunday morning ritual. Yeah, you guys, I love you guys being here. I wish I could put a mic to the wall and you can hear all the foul things that are occurring next door. Yeah. But you know what? I don't always have to stay in this room. I can go outside and go for a walk. I might be able to take you along with me and see how beautiful it is out there. It's amazing. I love this weather. I love this time of year where it's crisp and cool outside and that breeze is just it's not cold enough to freeze your nose hairs, that crisp cold morning. But it's crisp, it's cool. There's the blue sky. As far as I can see, the clouds are fading away, so the blue is that rich blue. The only way this could be better if the ocean were just out there, just over there, because I miss going to the ocean. Well, I wanted neighbors are delightful. Yes, they are. It's delightful. I'm so sorry. Well, listen, I want to wish you guys a wonderful week. Thank you again for joining me here today, where we did absolutely nothing but chit chat. I appreciate you allowing me to ramble. And yeah, Fanta and neighbors are always delightful. This is my favorite time of year. Right before Thanksgiving, after Halloween, before Thanksgiving, where things are kind of settling in for the winter, but not exactly. Yeah, time of change, right? It's amazing. Well, folks, you get out there and make it a wonderful week. Maybe I'll see you back here Tuesday. I do want to thank all of you that are coming in for private readings and contacting me about that. It's going very well, and it's being received. Those who are receiving them are extremely, they seem to be extremely pleased. And so keep that in mind as well. You can contact me through my email. Please join me here Tarot Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Central, Thankful Thursdays, 8 p.m. Central, and here we are on Slowdown Sunday, 11 a.m. Central Time. Now I know, again, the time change may have thrown lots of people off, but here we are. So hi and bye, Darren. I'm sorry I'm just leaving, but I hope you guys all have a great day. Get out there and make it gorgeous. And allow yourself to breathe in the goodness that's out there, okay? Love you guys. Bye.